A brand new Amazon Fire 8 HD. I wasn't expecting a refresh this year. I was expecting them to stick on their regular 3-year refresh cycle, and that's okay. I don't mind if they pick up the pace on that and give us a new version every 2 years. But if it meant that we were lacking some things that we got with this that would have benefited from another year, I would have preferred they had waited, and we'll talk about that in a moment. My main takeaway is going to be this. If you have the 2020 version of the Fire 8 HD, you don't need to buy this. And that's even at the sale price. Go ahead. It's $99 right now. I'm sure for Black Friday and for any subsequent Prime Day, it's going to be in that $70 range. I've seen these get as low as $60. That's fine. Go ahead and save your $60. Spend it on something else. I know these are usually no-brainers at that price, but if you have the 2021, hold on to it. If you don't have any of them, if you're looking for an 8-inch tablet, and this certainly has its advantages here, then go ahead and pick up the newest one because you pick up those extra 2 years of support. And there are a couple of things that are better with this device. Here's the other thing that we were talking about when I said I would have preferred they had waited. Still 2 gigs of RAM. They crow about this hexa-core processor instead of a quad-core processor, and that's 30% faster. It was fast enough. Maybe that's why I can't really determine whether it's that much faster or not. I'm going to do a separate video for the games, and that to me is where it's going to come ahead if it is that much faster. You pull up a Roblox, you pull up perhaps some of these other more intense games, graphical games, on this, and if it could play that a bit more smoothly, then I'll buy it the 30% faster. For what you're going to do most of the time on this tablet, 30% faster is not what you're going to notice. They even say it's designed for portable entertainment, and I believe it, and it does a great job at that. One of the enhancements that I did notice on this tablet was the display is a bit clearer than the 2020 version of the Fire 8 HD. Really, really nice. We'll see if I can pull up. Close this thing fast. I'll tell you, it's aggressive with RAM management, and it has to be because there's only 2 gigs in there. So let's go ahead and pull up one of my videos, and you could see it'll be tough to tell. No, we're gonna have to watch it. I had pulled this up previously. Just before I started this video, I had pulled this up, so you see how aggressive it is with RAM management. That's without doing anything else. We'll talk about something else while we're waiting for the ad. Speakers are good. Oh, did I pause it? Yeah, there we go. Speakers are good. Still the dual stereo speakers on the top, which I do like that they put on this device because it is for portable entertainment. It is for content consumption. So the best speakers that they could put in there. There are devices 2 and 3 times this, especially with mobile devices that don't have stereo speakers. So it's nice to see, and they work well. And they don't distort at louder volumes, which is nice. They keep clear. They don't sound tinny. I happen to like the speakers quite a bit. So you can see here, here's one of my videos. We're pulling it up. Looks nice. HD, color clarity. Tough to tell on camera, but it is deeper, a little bit richer, the colors. There's a bit more contrast. You'll notice the sharpness if you're watching particularly darker movies. They show up a bit better on here. This keeps the brightness of the 2020 version, that new IPS panel that they've been putting in these, and just adds a little bit of refinement to it, which is definitely something that is good. So Twitch and YouTube, no problem. In fact, you even go down here. If we swipe out, you're going to get the picture-in-picture, which some people ask about, and you won't have any issues with that there. We X out, and then that's it. Some people have complained about the fact that you don't really get customization of this home screen. You can't remove some of the Amazon stuff. They said, well, I don't want the Amazon Kids stuff. I don't want the free VTV stuff. I don't even want the Amazon Music stuff. I get it, and I understand it's an annoyance. Fire OS, you have to look at it kind of like an iOS. It's almost a closed system. That's how they keep it running well. That's how they keep it optimized. That's how they keep it running on older hardware or less powerful hardware at 2 gigs of RAM and giving you that experience for 5 years. They don't allow a lot of the customization of regular Android. There are ways that you could put the Play Store on here and then not worry about it. That's something, if that's an option for you want to do, you could get that, more apps and stuff that way. But what I do is I just put a little folder here with my Amazon apps that I don't want, put them off to the side, and then I don't worry about it. The stuff that I do want is like the Kindle stuff works well, Audible stuff works well. You get the headphone jack on this device, which is nice. Expandable storage up to 1 terabyte, which is great as well on a device that's $99. They've enhanced the, I guess it's glass. They call it some sort of, they come up with a name with it, some sort of silicate that is the glass. They say it's a bit stronger. That's nice. They say the overall construction, it's a bit lighter and thinner than the 2020 version. Is that something that's really going to, the other one was a little bit bulky, sure. Could have used a diet, got one. Not going to complain about that. But these are things, these are tablets, especially for $99 you give the kids. They can throw around. It is definitely the bend, don't break defense. It is definitely something that could get bashed if the back crashes, cracks a little bit, dents around the corners. If you get a couple cracks in the corner of the display, that's fine. It's still going to function. It's not one of those ones that if you breathe on it wrong, it's going to stop working and be like that. Overall, these are nice. They're nice values. I say it all the time with these. If you don't have one of these, if you're looking for an 8-inch, I think the 8-inch is the perfect balance between one that you could use at home and one that you could take with you. It's small enough that you don't have to question whether you're going to need it at the location you're going to. You just throw it in the backpack, throw it in the messenger bag. 13 hours of battery life, I believe it. The standby drain is phenomenal. It sips nothing on battery life overnight, not plugged in. And with the USB-C now on these for the past few years, you're going to get faster charging speeds. It's going to operate better that way. The battery life, like I said, they say up to 13 hours, and I certainly wouldn't question that. You get that even with video, intense video, stuff like that, you're going to get a little bit less, but you should be just fine. It should get you through the entire day. You throw it on a charger at night, and you'll be set to go the next day. Even with that brightness, the IPS display, really nice. That's always the highlight of these. $100 to get a display of this quality, IPS with the brightness now that they have on these, is really special when you think about it. And the support. You know, you can get a lot of cheap tablets, and people compare the Samsung tabs and stuff like that, which are more expensive. They're often double the price of this, but they don't give you that support and the optimization that this gets. This will be running smoothly, and I'll be able to watch content, Twitch and YouTube, Netflix on this device 4 years from now, whereas those tab devices, you won't even know where they are 4 years from now. You'll be lucky if you could boot into them 4 years from now. Bunch of stuff on here. People, you say, can you do office stuff on here? You can absolutely do office stuff on here. You could put up a portable Bluetooth keyboard on here, get yourself set up, and you could do office work on here. Email on here is no problem. That's why I like it for both home and away. If you want to watch content in bed, it's nice and light. You hold it up to your face. It's plenty big to watch content, and you could do it that way. But in the morning, you put it on the charger, and you can throw it, bring it to work with you for emails if you want your own little machine for it. Still the best Instagram experience, I think, on tablets. People always get mad at that. They say, how is that possible? How is that possible you can have the best Instagram experience? Well, go ahead and load up the Instagram experience you get on your iPad, and it's awful. It's a small mobile app. This one is designed and uses the entire display, which I like. TikTok, the same on this. So if you're social media, you can have no problems as well. Overall, they're quality, and this is no exception. They do the job. They make them nice. The color is a little bit different. We'll talk about that since you come here for color accuracy on Steve Alicious Tech. It's not the kind of faded raspberry that it was. If you're getting the pink, thinking it's going to be that kind of raspberry cream that we've talked about in the past, it is not. It is now a peach, a strong peachish coral strawberry. So think of this one as strawberry cream, and think of this one as the raspberry cream. But overall, it's worth the $99. That's for sure. I just don't think, unlike other years, it's worth the automatic upgrade, even at a sale price. It's not something where, with the 2020 version came out, with the updated display, with the enhanced build, and all the rest of it, that was a no-brainer. You wanted that one. Because of the way that you consume content on this, you wanted to be able to take advantage of that nice new IPS panel. This one doesn't seem like that leap. So if they had taken another year and given me that 3 gigs of RAM, which would really future-proof something like this, well into that 4-year range, running well, that would have been worth the wait of the extra year, because I don't think we really needed a new one this year. Nice to have. If you don't have one, pick up the new one, of course, because you're going to get that full 4 or 5 years of support that Amazon offers. And if you're somebody that's just in the Amazon ecosystem, you want a cheap tablet to watch in bed, you want something to bring to class, you can't afford a $2,000 iPad just for the little stupid things that you want to do. This works well. And when you get that viewing experience, you don't feel like you're hindered watching your content. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe. Of course, we'll have more stuff in depth on this in the next couple of weeks, because I do like these. I do think they're valuable, and I love the place that Amazon has carved out for itself in this market. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve-licious day.